everyone, Miss GoElectric here. I'm in Broomfield, Colorado because Lightship has opened up their new manufacturing facility. And you might remember Lightship because I did a full video on their L1 electric travel trailer, but now this is a big step forward in their progress to bring it to production. So let's go inside and check it out.
One look at the landscape shows why Colorado is a great place to find outdoorsy people to build the future of RVs. While preparations were underway for a celebration of the new facility, I managed to track down Lightship's founders for a quick interview.
All right, well, thank you so much, Ben and Toby, for sitting down with me. Now, it's been a while since we have seen the Lightship L1. Congratulations on this new space and having a manufacturing facility. This is pretty big news.
Yeah, it's been awesome. So I think it's probably been about a year, and there's been a lot going on. I think in the background, this is actually the same vehicle that you saw last time. We call the Alpha. It's a production concept vehicle, and really what we've been doing, behind the scenes is like the full development program to deliver this vehicle, which is really what this space is all about.
So can you talk about the division of labor between the two of you and what you're really focused on in getting this to production?
Yeah, this has been honestly one of the great boons of Lightship has been in my partnership, and this goes back. It's been about 3 years when Ben and I started working together. It's not like the most conventional layout. I think it's much more typical. You have one founder and one leader, but Ben and I are equal partners in this, and that's been really great. I think much has been said of loneliest job in the world. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, or whatever. And I don't think speaking for myself, I don't think I'd want to do this by myself. It's a lot of work. And so we started the company. This was during the pandemic, and Ben was in California. I'd lived in California in San Francisco for quite a while as well, but had moved my family out to Colorado. And so we started the company. We were in different places, and the vision has always been that we were going to be in those two places. You can see on the wall we've got a Colorado flag, we've got a California flag, and that's really intentional. People will ask us "Where's your headquarters?" And we're like, I don't even know what
don't make
the
us
word.
Choose.
Yeah, don't make us choose. I don't know what headquarters even means. And I'd say in the earlier days, maybe there was this idea that in California that would sort of be where we do a lot of the product development. As it happens, the Bay Area is a great place to find really awesome technical talent for EVs, just based on the history of EVs and Tesla and all of that. And then Colorado would be more operations, like manufacturing or commercial functions. The reality is, as we've grown the business, it's been an awesome strength actually having both offices. And then to your question, we. The way that we've kind of divided up the business is Ben is really responsible for all of the product and engineering. I'm kind of responsible for the other stuff. But also the reality is we really do approach this as a true partnership. So we make our decisions together and collaboratively, and that's been really good.
What is the estimated timeline of delivery for your first vehicles?
Yeah, so what we're doing right now is what we call our beta vehicles. So this is production hardware that are going to be full vehicle builds, but they're for internal use. So we're going to be doing a really rigorous test program before we release anything into the field for customers, and that'll be really ramping up over the course of the year, and our sort of production start point. And what I mean by that is customer production will be at the end of this year.
Okay, wow. Yeah. Okay, we're coming pretty soon. That's good to hear.
Yeah. 2025 is going to be a huge production ramp year for us. We'll be fighting every day to increase our output.
And so what is that output going to look like? I know for the first year it's probably going to be not to full capacity, but what are you looking at as far as projections for when you meet that volume production?
We'll do, this facility we're in today will ramp up to about 30 vehicles a month, and our backlog has far outstripped that. So at some point we may need to expand already out of the space, which feels weird to say because we just moved into it. That's, I'd say, the first stepping stone for us is to fill out this production facility.
A lot of telling. We want to show you as well, Lacey, more of the facility here.
Yes, please.
And you should not rely on the two of us to do that because luckily we have the amazing Haley Cashdollar, who is our head of operations, and she will give you the finer points of how we're gonna make this place hum.
Yes, I've only been in this corner, so I do want to see what's going on back there so far. So let's do that.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right, Haley, right?
Yes.
Nice to meet you,
Nice to meet you,
Haley.
too.
I heard you are the one to show us everything about this facility because this is your baby. You're the head of operations, is that correct?
Yeah, let's check out the space.
Let's do it.
Right now, the space is fairly empty, and that's because we just moved in.
Yes,
And
fresh.
what this factory is today and what it'll be a year from now are very different. And so we are actually building this out station by station as we need them. And I'd love to walk you through kind of what we're building at each station and kind
Perfect.
of walk the line. Some of it exists, some
Yeah,
of it
let's
doesn't
do it.
exist. So this is our underbody station. It's the first station on the line. It's the chassis, which is the frame here, and everything that goes underneath the floor of the vehicle. So from an EV standpoint, it's everything that makes it an EV kind of goes into this station. You can
see,
see
yeah,
high voltage
batteries up in
cables,
there.
batteries, motor, all of the electrical and powered components, and then all the stuff that makes it a livable RV as well. You can't see it because it hasn't been installed yet, but this, like the black water tank, gray water tank, freshwater tank, all live under here as well. At the end of this, we pop on the wheels, lower it down, and then move it to the next
Push
station.
it right on over.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
so it kind of rolls as a trailer through the rest of the factory, which is really convenient.
Yeah, you don't need those AGVs or anything like that. So that is very convenient.
Yeah.
And so the next stage will be kind of over in this area.
Yeah, so the next stage is right here where this party's about to happen. But right here is where we build the tub. So you've got the whole underbody, you put a floor on top of it, and then you build the bottom half of the vehicle. So it's kind of all the sides and the actuators that go on the sides. And we start filling out that tub interior with all the electrical and plumbing components that go on the bottom. This
Okay.
is a pretty intensive station along with that one because most of the parts in the vehicle are in the bottom half because we want to keep that canopy lightweight so that when we compress it down, there's just not as
much to interfere, yeah.
So we spend a lot of time in this station. This is where we do all the traditional final assembly that is really just wrenching on things. Right now, it's a gel-coated fiberglass. So it comes to us with the color already in it, and it's the color that we'll ship to our customers. There's a chance that we could change what process we use and what materials there, but right now that is the lightest and best way that we can give a good colored product to our customer.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so then where does it move on to after that?
Okay, so after this station, you can picture it's got the sides on it, all the plumbing and electrical in it, and it goes to the next station where that green is, and this is the station where we put all the interior furniture in. The bathroom console, the storage console, the dining area, the dining table, the seating area, the bed, all that gets installed at the next station while we don't have a roof yet, because it's easy to get things in, you can move in the space, and we kind of turn that into something that all it needs is a roof. And that's the last station before it starts looking like a real RV.
That's exciting. Okay, so but it is a U shape, so then you're moving along this way, right?
Yeah, so we've been building out the bottom of the vehicle up to here, and I'm going to talk about building the top before we talk about how we connect them.
Okay, let's go over there then.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're on the other side of the building, and this is kind of the curve of the U shape. So what happens over here?
This is the side where we're building the top half. So the top half we call it the canopy. It's got the sides, a roof on top with solar, and then it also has all the glass panels. So here's where we build the canopy. We're actually building it on top of a metal structure to make sure that all the positions of panels are in the right spot relative to each other. We glue it together, let it cure, and then we lift it off and we set it on top of the tub. And this station in the middle, which is, we've got a finished canopy, a finished tub. The station in the middle right there is where we join them. And we call that the marriage station.
Very cool. And so when you do marry it, do you have it in that upright position, or are you putting it on its closed or like compressed form and then doing everything you need to do and lifting it?
So before we marry them at the tub station, we've tested all the actuators to make sure that they're all working in sync, and we are confident that when we attach a canopy to it, it's going to work properly, and we attach it in the top position. So it actually looks like an open vehicle in the camp mode when you attach it, and after everything's attached and we put the seals in place, we can lower it down.
Okay. And then what kind of testing is involved at that stage? Because now you've got the whole vehicle together, but I'm sure there are some things that you need to double check and all that before it rolls out of the building.
Besides the in-station testing, after the whole vehicle's built and we've attached the glass and done some of the canopy interior, we go through final inspection. And the final inspection is actually 100% inspection. We even inspect the things that were inspected at previous stations. We're doing 100% inspection right now because we really care about building a vehicle that's high quality. And the only way to do that, especially when you're starting, is to have a quality check at every single point in the process.
Almost kind of like a double take every
Yeah.
step of the way so that you can just make sure that everything is going to come out perfect.
Exactly. So it's a couple 100-point checklist, and then we actually finish it off by cleaning it before we send it out the door.
Very cool. Oh, this is so exciting to see because, I mean, it's bare right now, but I got to imagine that it's going to be bustling in here within the next few months, hopefully, for you
Yes.
getting your beta vehicles all situated. So I know it is not normal to see a female in your role as the head of operations in a company like this. You're not the only female here, are you?
No, I'm not. Representation in any space is really important to me, and as a woman, I feel that burden because I am one of few women in the industry. However, at Lightship, honoring diverse perspectives has been a really big priority for us, and that's something that I personally feel very accountable to. And for us, that means not just hiring people or bringing the right people into the room, but making sure that they're heard. And I think that because that's something that we've called out as one of our core values of the company, it's something that we kind of see prioritized on a day-to-day basis. And I think that that means that we're fostering women entering the workforce through Lightship in operations and on our development side of the fence. And I hope that that helps change things for the RV industry overall.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that you're headed in the right direction in that regard because, like I said, you're not the only one here that is a woman, and I think that is awesome, and I'm a big advocate of that as well. So thank you so much for spending some time with us, Haley.
Thank you.
I appreciate the tour, and we look forward to seeing it when there are vehicles in here actually getting built. So
Nice to meet you. Thanks so much.
Outside, guests were lining up to get inside. A Rivian R1T and Tesla Cybertrucks were on display near the registration tent. After signing an NDA, employees' families, community members, investors, and other creators started filing in. Ben, Toby, and the team were hosting tours and answering questions for hours. This was clearly a brief moment of celebration before another demanding phase of Lightship's development begins.
Well, that was really great to hear from both Toby and Ben about the progress they have made so far here at Lightship, and also getting to talk to Haley and having her show us exactly how this is going to look in a couple of months once they get that beta program rolling. I mean, it is so great to see the community come together, their friends and family and media members to celebrate this achievement here. Now, I'm going to be following their journey and any other electric recreational vehicle, so if you want to stay tuned, make sure you subscribe. Well, thank you so much for watching this latest video, and until next time, drive, fly, ride. Go electric.